Lure fishing has become increasingly popular over recent years. Modern day lure fishing seems like everybody wants to be going out and doing it. And one of the main target species for the lure fishermen nowadays is perch. People love catching perch, have become very popular. Today I've come to a lake and it's full of perch, absolutely stuffed to the brim with perch. It's a lot of small perch with some decent sized ones as well. So hopefully later on in the session we'll be targeting them. I'm going to start off by showing you how to go about looking for features, trying to find the perch. Later on in the video I'm going to be talking about the tackle I'm using, the lures and different things that hopefully can improve your lure fishing sessions. So hopefully we can get a few fish today. I'm going to get cracking now and see if we can get a few fish. Now, as I said, finding the fish is very important. You can spend hours and hours in one spot with no fish, move to a new one, and there'll be fish there and you'll catch them straight away. Now, as I said, features, utmost important. You need to find where the fish are, and usually fish rolled in and around features, such as overhanging bushes and reed beds, as I said. But sometimes, little things like this here. This is a fishing platform, but it's actually submerged in water. And I'm hoping that there'll be perch underneath there. Those are the sort of places that the perch will hold up, shelter, ambush points for attacking prey as they're swimming past, such as small roach or small fry. So I'm going to give that spot a try now and see if we can get a fish from there, because it's hard so far. I've tried a few swims, no good, nothing yet as such, not even a little tap or anything, but I've got a few spots to try, and this is a classic area. There's one or two different features in this swim. We've got a little reed bed as well just behind me, which you won't see, but I'll show you that shortly. And hopefully we can catch a few fish from this spot, and hopefully just one fish would be nice, so hopefully we can get one here. Well, at last I finally got one. Look at that. Lovely little perch. Just dropped the jig just along a little lily bed. I finally got one. Isn't that a lovely perch? See the lure there in his mouth. He wanted that, didn't he? Well, it's been hard work today, but I finally got one. And a lovely little perch. First fish of the year for me, this as well, which is more than welcome. Let's get him back and I'll talk to you a bit more about my tackle I'm using, and also we'll take a look from my lure box. Well, another couple of casts later and I'm in again. Another lovely little perch, a little fatty this one. He's been feeding up well. You can see he's got a good little belly on him, and I'm really pleased now that I've found the fish. I'm starting to get a few takes. Let's get this little fella back and we'll show you the features that I've been fishing, and also have a look at my tackle. Brilliant. Look at him. Look at the gob on there. Fantastic. Now I'm going to have a little talk about the tackle I'm using today, and it's quite simple and basic really. The rod I'm using is a Shakespeare Agility LRF rod. It's a 7-foot rod and it's ideal for this kind of work, fishing for small perch, small jack pike on canals as well. Is great. The reel is a Fox Rage Warrior. It's a 2500 size, and that's a great little reel for this sort of fishing. It's lightweight, it's small, and it's very nice actually. I like this reel. That's loaded with £8 fluorocarbon. Now the reason I'm using fluorocarbon is because braid is actually banned on this lake, so I'm using £8 fluorocarbon, and I'm using that straight through to a little clip. That clip's just tied straight direct to the fluorocarbon. There are no pike in here, so I don't need to use a trace. And then I've just got a little 2 gram jig head with my little lure on there, as you can see. And that's the basic tackle I'm using today, and that'll do me for most of my fishing really. It's great to have a nice little setup that you're happy with, and this setup I would highly recommend. Well, it just goes to show I rested the swim for about 20 minutes, and another little perch. Lovely little fish again, to the same lure. So while we're catching them on lures, let's have a talk about lures, and I'll show you what I got in my box. Now in my box I always carry a selection of lures. As you can see, there's quite a variety in there, but there are 4 lures I've got in my hand here that I will go to in a situation where I want to have the best chance possible of catching a perch, especially at this venue. The lures I've got are actually great, been great for me in the past. So I've got the little nano minnow from Crazy Fish, which is what I'm catching on today, a little pink one. I've got the Fox micro fry, Fox Rage micro fry. Black and white is a great pattern. I find that perch really like that pattern, especially in coloured water for some reason. It seems to work well. The little flash of white seems to attract them. Then you've got your little crayfish baits, which I really like those as well. They're great. If a perch you think are feeding on natural food sources in the lake, they're great lures to try. And of course you've got the relaxed copito shads, the little 1-inch ones. I think it's 1 inch, any or 1.5 inch. They're little great lures to use as well. I found the perch really like those as well. But I've got a various amount of different sort of lures in my box here. I've got some big crappie thumpers, slightly larger lures, and then I've got some even bigger ones. These are little shads in Fire Tiger. But there's a load of different lures out there, but stick to a small selection, but a varied selection. It's always ideal to have various different lures in your box, and not too many, not too less, but just a nice selection with a good variety in it. And then I'm sure that'll put you in the good situation and position where you've got plenty to choose from when the going gets tough. Well, there you go, yet again, perseverance is key. Another perch, really nailed this one. Lovely fish. They're not massive in here, but there are some better fish in here as well. But I'm really having them today now. I'm starting to get a few more bites. I think the perch have finally switched on. That was a lovely perch. Let's have a look at him when he calms down. It's a lovely perch, isn't it? Look at his little mouth here. That'll fit any size lure in possible, really, wouldn't it? Lovely fish, that. And I'm really having some fun today. Look at that for a beautiful perch. Isn't that lovely? Great to be catching fish. Let's get him back and try and catch another couple. If I don't catch any more, I won't be fussed. I've had a great day. Really good day's sport. That's the biggest one today, I think, and these lures are producing now the longest lily pad margin, and fish like that can't beat it, can you? Fantastic. Let's get him back. And this is the best bit, watching him swim away. Lovely perch. Brilliant. Well, we're coming close to the end of the session now, and I've caught 4 perch, so I'm happy with my result today. I think we've done rather well, considering the start of the session was very difficult. But as I said in the beginning of the video, features are very important. Today I found that this one feature here, these little lilies, or some kind of lilies these are, just growing out to the margins, and I found that was where the perch were hiding up. I tried various different swims with no success, but it's been good conditions today, and I thought I'd get to find where the fish were eventually, and they were all tucked away in this little swim. From what I found anyway, they were probably in the other swims, but was just one of those days. Wasn't successful in those swims, but this was a swim today that really produced. There are other sort of features you can look for as well, such as overhanging trees, reed beds, even the platforms that the anglers fish on. Perch can often hide away under those, so it's worth looking at those as well. But well, for perch, and hopefully I've helped you out in the video today with a few little things that you may not have been sure of, just things I've learned from my experiences on the bank while out lures fishing. But hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you out there on the bank sometime soon. Thanks for watching, and tight lines to you all.